I'm Joy.
I'm McKay.
And this is episode 46. I think we haven't. Yeah, it's been a long hiatus. We've been busy.
Mm-hmm.
This is like our midnight episode. It's not really midnight, but
it is 5:02.
We have been working all day long. Switched out 2 rooms upstairs. My husband is working from home now, and so he needed an office. So while they went to get sand and plants, no, they took one bed to Emma's, gave her a bed for her.
It's not the guest room.
Mm-hmm. So we did that, and man, what haven't we done since we've been gone? We went to North Carolina.
Yep.
We had a good time. We found a little needle workshop. I can't remember the name of it. Can you?
More Than Needlepoint, but it's Moore.
Southern Pines, North Carolina. She was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They had a teeny bit of cross stitch, so very limited.
I've got a little haul from there. A couple things.
I have that needle minder I left downstairs.
I can get it. Where is it?
When we get to haul, we can. It's on the side of my tray. Remember the little glittery one? Okay. If you want to get it, I'll keep them. I'll update everyone on us. So we did that, and then we went to an estate sale, which was fun. I was Googling home prices. It was a very nice house. So we did that, and then we came home. Last week was Easter, so we did have 2 grandbabies here. That was so much fun. And having little one to hunt eggs again, that was super exciting for us. And we and my daughter-in-law, we all signed up for a new retreat. It's in Irmo, South Carolina, through the Stitch and Kitten, and it's the Boo-tacular retreat. So we signed up for that. We got got our hotel all squared away.
Yep.
Partially squared away. We were gonna
all share a room.
By like 9 o'clock, I just kept thinking about it. I was like, there is no way in this world. They are young. So what else do we do? I got us through Easter, North Carolina retreat. Oh, I felt like I was going to tell you some stuff we had done. I'm sure we went out to eat at some point.
Yeah, we've done a lot. It's been...
Have we had any other occasions?
Mm-mm.
We did the prom. I know I should have written this down. We've been busy. Like I said, my husband started his new job, and so he's here, which is a lot of fun, but he definitely needed his own space. First, we were like, we could just set him up in a portion of the bedroom, but that was not the greatest of plans.
I think, too, even having, like, a computer in the bedroom, I'm just not a fan of, like, Lala used to have his gaming setup in our room when we were first married, and, like, a month or 2 in, I was like, this is not it.
We cannot do it. But I felt like we really did some more stuff we haven't told about.
It was jam-packed, especially with family visiting. And
we did a Hobby Lobby. We
Once
did
Upon a Child.
We did... Purchased 100 new plants for the yard yesterday, and I think 40 of them are in the soil. Yep. Because today I knew that we had got to get those rooms done.
Which we were on the same wavelength, because I woke up this morning and was like, I've been wanting to clean out the garage for like 3 weeks and just putting it off. I just started throwing stuff away today. I was like, my husband walked out, I'm like,
she is a lot like her mother.
But we got it done.
And so when we have to get stuff done, we have moved beds today,
furniture,
disassembled,
tables.
Reassembled, a whole huge craft desk in here, because once we're moving him up there, or right beside us, I decided that I wanted that rug in here, which meant I had to move all the
furniture that was
fun stuff in here out. We almost had 2 family members fall down the stairs, but they did not. She was one, so that was a win.
Life flashed before my eyes.
And then what else do we do? Oh, we've already eaten.
Yep.
We had appetizers today. So we also...
Oh, Sophia went to the beach for the first time yesterday. Yep, we took my daughter to the beach, her first beach trip.
Little Sophia.
Yeah, which she's like me, so I have a ton of baby pictures or even toddler pictures where I have like this pensive look whenever it's a new thing, whether it's like the swing set.
Oh yeah.
And like she has the same look like once we got onto the beach and the ocean was there, she was just the whole time.
I think she personally missed
like
her Mimi, and that was the major issue with that. But yeah, y'all did go to the beach. I feel like we're really missing out on some stuff. Because I was like, we have done so much.
I'm going to write it down. I'm going to be better about writing everything down. I got super organized spring cleaning in my life, and then in stitching, I don't even know what I'm
my gosh, I was
in
up
my stitching.
Far too late. I don't know if you want to say late last night or early this morning. Trying to go through, I've decided last minute we'll do Stitch Mania. So I was trying, I think I picked out 19. Once we get to that
first week.
Yeah. Once we get to that point, I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking I'll do this year. And so I pulled what I'd done in the last week and a half because I had no clue. When we were in North Carolina, I did not stitch at all because, of course,
having too much fun.
Well, we went to Hobby Lobby too because I was helping my daughter decorate. And that was a lot of fun for us. And just when there's babies around, you know, there's not that much stitching because there's so much babying. So we did that, and we came home, and I just can't remember. Went to Buc-ee's again. You know, we're huge Buc-ee fans. Sophia now has a Buc-ee's outfit, and both grandsons have Buc-ee chairs. And then what else? We've been busy. I think we're just like in a comatose state right now. Because we have worked hard.
I have 11,647 steps.
Yeah. My husband knew. This morning when I told him I wanted to switch the carpets, he was like, really? And so I was like, well, we'll just wait till he leaves. And we'll switch all that stuff around, which we did. And then we got this in here, and I was like, we have got to do a floss tube still. I'm like, they're going to think we ran away. So we really hope to be back, at least try our best every week. But as you guys know with your own lives,
life happens. Things get
sometimes
busy.
And whenever we travel, we usually come back on Sundays. So, but I don't foresee really any more traveling till StitchCon.
June.
Not major traveling. Like I don't really consider North Carolina major traveling. So I cleaned up from Easter. I still have to pack up all my spring decor.
I'm in the process of doing that too.
My husband, he did find one empty box. I just need about 2 or more of those because I'm going to pack away all the spring. I pack away those cross stitch in the house. I have those cardboard boxes I've showed you guys before. So I pack, you can grab it if you want.
My hair is
we kind of had to, we had to sit stuff around the room.
Box like these for the finishes. This is from Hobby Lobby.
They come. You can. I just order them online. They come flat as a pancake, and then my husband just reassembles them. And then it kind of has a like a magnet maybe, but you can't see it. So I'm gonna put the spring in there because then I just put them on the. I have wire, like black. Shelves. I would say wire, but it's like a case. It's not like
it's metal.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'm going to redo all the baskets on there. The craft room's getting a do-over while we're doing everything else. But my husband's office is cleared out. They moved their stuff. They moved his stuff, which was just a desk and a chair, up there. So he's going to be organized, and he's no longer going to wake me up when he has a meeting. I don't know why they don't want me in the background of that. But, yeah. So we're going to start. Sorry, guys.
It's been a minute.
Man, we're tired.
Yes, we did a lot, but
gotta do a lot, right?
Stay busy.
We stay busy. Like if it needs to be done, Emma is so much like her mama too. If it has to be, not even if it has to be done, if it needs to be done, it's getting done. Like I don't need it. I mean, I've got plenty of people that'll help me, but if I get it in my mind, I won't even tell them I need help, and I'll just move furniture. Or I've always been that way. I think it was because when I grew up, there were just women in my family. Grandfathers had passed away, and so I always knew how to like mow the grass and do whatever. Like I never really waited on that kind of stuff. And even now, and of course now I have plenty of people to fuss at me for doing that because I do have a lot of helping hands.
Us to not wait too, like if something needs to get moved up my house, like the couch, we moved it from our love seat, we moved upstairs back to downstairs. And I was like, oh, we can do that when we get back. I was like, doing it now. He's like, I got it.
Well, see, and then I think it kind of carried over to my girls, even though that we've been blessed, you know, they have a father, my husband. But he was gone all the time. You know, I don't want to say all the time, maybe
Just
half of the time, but like our first big military move, he was gone. It wasn't a whole deployment. It was like they would do workups. So he was gone, and they called me and said that our housing was ready because it was military housing. And so I was pregnant with Emma, and I had 2 littles. They were like 4 and 2, I think. And when my husband came back, I picked him up, and I was like, we have a new house. Because, you know, we couldn't text or anything back then. And he was like, holy cow. I moved us. I had a friend that lived behind me that was also pregnant. Her husband helped. And then I had a friend whose husband had stayed behind because he was injured, and I still made him help us. But we got that whole house moved, and my husband did not even know we had moved until he got home. And so I think I've just always been that tight. But I'm not 20 whatever anymore. But we still got it done. Yep. And I have a super helper here.
I try.
She does.
I like getting stuff done.
Yeah, we got it done. But we are going to get this done. And I have a big, huge pile in front of me.
I have that.
Where's your huge pile, Emma? You want to start with our... you want to start with our whips?
Yes. So I don't have
a ton.
As many whips to show because I did have a finish, and I also did some sewing.
Oh yeah,
so,
I have some of your sewing to show. Yeah, we went to Hobby Lobby and picked out fabric one time too.
Which I need to sew those other bags. I think I'm gonna cut the fabric tonight.
Yeah,
just depends.
I feel like we went to Hobby Lobby a lot this past month.
Oh yeah, for sure. Went to Hobby Lobby.
Once upon a time,
Joann's is closed. So it's fabric.
Bought a lot of. At least I bought a lot of toys. For the babies. You can find great stuff there. Little tykes like the big. We bought Sophia an oven.
Yeah.
And a high chair. Yep. And we bought my grandson a tool bench, which had all the pieces. Yep. Everything. And apron. Then I got him 2 things. A pirate ship.
And we found a woodsy treehouse with all the pieces too that we ended up getting. Sophia will use it when she's older. The only thing I was missing was the top canopy, which is like $10 on
We
eBay.
love woodsies, calico critters. My girls all had those. Now I wish I'd have kept half the stuff. I didn't, but I kept the dollhouse. Which why can you no longer find a decent dollhouse like new, like Fisher Price dollhouse with the little people?
I don't know.
They don't. It's all like Barbie or.
Because we even had like the mini, like the Fisher Price.
We had the little tiny ones, but I kept the big one that opens, like with the bifold. I still have it.
It was like Victorian Family or something. Like
it's loving, but it's like Loving Family.
Yeah,
and they don't have those anymore. But I saved it, and so Miss Sophia has a dollhouse. But anyway, I guess we can get back onto the stitching. You guys didn't come here to learn about toys, did you?
Maybe.
We could probably fill you in though.
This is, I'm going to show the pattern. Sisters and Best Friends Olay. And this I purchased this. It was fully kitted from the Stitching Kitten. So it has all the called for hand-dyed floss, DMC, and then the fabric it's stitched on is Jobeline. Hand-dyed, Summer Sky, and 32 count.
I love that.
And so I've got the pepper done, the L done, and then I started on the O. So really I'll just
Is that like a little gecko or something?
I think it's like a little gecko.
I did not even notice him.
I thought he was cute. Yep. And then this also comes, there's a little bead pack to do like the salt on the rim, but I'll wait till I'm actually going to finish it to do that. But yeah, that was surprisily a lot of stitching.
Maybe that's what we needed to move all the... No margaritas for us. We're margarita free.
I have a really good like mocktail margarita recipe that
if I had a margarita, we'd have got nothing done. Once you get older, that stuff, you're not working, that's for sure.
And then this one, I wanted to finish it before Easter, but I did not. So maybe next Easter.
That was the pass down.
Yes, it was a hand-me-down whip. It's hands-on design. I'm going to say it's more chocolate bunnies. More chocolate bunnies. And I believe it's all the called for as far as the thread, and then the fabric is different.
Was just a light blue. I just purchased it already.
I finished the chocolate bunnies. I think I was missing these 2, and then all the greenery.
Did I give you the buttons or no? Because I'm pretty sure we have buttons, but they've all got little buttons.
On 1, 2, 3 stitch, which this is actually on hold. It's the cotton petites.
Yeah.
And so I purchased this, and it had the buttons in it. It had all the little selfies.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got them somewhere because the buttons would go on the tails.
I was going to paint my nails, but instead I moved furniture and broke one.
Yeah, I didn't paint mine. I paint my fingernails.
That's fine. I can't have good nails, people.
Not when you're working. And then this one I really like. It's surprisingly a lot of stitching, but it is the Witchy Stitcher. We're made for each other. And I am such a huge fan of like the old school horror movies. So like I love Frankenstein, Dracula, the Blob, all that.
That black and white Frankenstein scares the heck out of me still.
I love it.
Did you decide if you're gonna do? See her hair is stitched in this.
Yes.
But I'm like, I would just outline that.
That's what I'm
because
thinking.
You're doing black fabric.
Yeah,
so.
This is just I believe it's a 18 count Ada. I bought this patterns from the Witchy Stitcher, and then this is just DMC Charles Craft for the Ada.
You think?
Oh yeah. And so I'm gonna stitch out all the green and the white and gray, and then see how I feel if I want to stitch the black on it versus if I don't.
Why would you want to?
I know. I don't know. Just to make it look fuller, but I feel like on here
you don't have anything else to do.
Fine. I've got a ton to do, so I might just stitch the
no
green
more
and gray.
stitching for Emma.
So I've got that, which that's like 6 different greens in there too. It's a lot.
Her colors are on
amazing.
They are so good.
And then this one, I was really excited to start. It's stitched on, I want to say this is 32 count, so it's very tiny. So it doesn't look like a lot of stitching, but it was. This was like hours worth. It is.
Can you show it?
Yes, please. This is Barbara and Cheryl Present Rainbow Row.
I ended up with like 2 or 3 of these. Piece. So I gave this to Emma. Rainbow Row is in Charleston. It's on the peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
And so is this one's not the petite one, is it?
No, this is the big dog.
And my daughter-in-law just finished hers.
Mm-hmm.
So hers is different.
And so this is all the floss for it. I couldn't even fit it all in the big ring.
See, I told you, she's just like her mom.
I mean, I couldn't bobinate. Why would
you
I
know
take
why?
the
Because I get stuff done.
Yes.
I don't have the time to be
it's okay if it doesn't look pretty.
Perfectionist with everything. Like, I've got to get it
done. And so it's all the called for, and then just an ivory 32
Emma.
count. So it's getting done. But like that was like 7 different colors.
I know.
So it's a lot of detail. It's gonna look amazing, but it's definitely gonna. This will probably take a couple years, like that.
So we're gonna hold her to that. What is this?
2025.
April 2025.
By 2030. Hopefully before then.
2030.
I've got other things to stitch. I think that was on the ropes.
Are those your whips?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I went back for this like the past week and a half.
I love this one.
I'm stitching this on Vintage Country Mocha. It's Primrose Cottage, All American. Yeah. I've had this for a while. I have several of hers kitted up. But this is a larger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so what I want to do with this, I think I want to make a big pillow with it, like a pillowcase.
I would love that.
For a big square pillow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm going to sneeze. We probably drummed up all kinds of dust.
We had the vacuum running. She was moving the rug and everything.
And I mopped.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, do I even give the name? Yeah, All American Primrose Cottage.
What is it stitched on? Vintage
Country Mocha, but I think it's 27 because that sucker's a little large in the charge. Don't you think? So but it's gonna be a huge piece.
Mm-hmm. I think
and I have so much patriotic finished. Mm-hmm. If you go to my Instagram, I have a reel of my patriotic laying on that patriotic quilt. Mm-hmm. And it is so much, but I'm still stitching it like I have done. Then I stitched Mystery Boo Crew. This was a Fat Quarter Shop free stitch along.
Oh, I have this one.
Have you started on it?
I don't believe so, but I have it kitted.
I don't know why I printed it in black and white. This is Picture This Plus Da Vinci, which I love.
Oh, that's pretty.
And this is where I'm at so far. I totally didn't have the purple, so I had to wait for it to arrive. So that was just one night, and it's so far over because I was trying to pick the I wanted to show some of the, it has a lot of variegation in it, I think, but I wanted like to have some of the orange on it.
Which these mystery stitch-alongs are a lot bigger than they look.
Yeah,
like
they're
when
really
you're actually
nice, and it's
stitching them.
totally free. I'm gonna update the. Usually Emma uploads while we are working on the
description
because I have a ton to add.
Mm-hmm.
So then I decided, of course, this is courtesy of Amazon.
I have several, yeah.
My bag, and then this is pretty. Is it pretty Southern?
Possibly.
It's pretty something or another. I think it's pretty Southern. I've had this bag for a long time.
Yeah, I love
Which I
this
picked out some
fabric.
patriotic fabric for Emma.
Yep, I want to make a bigger. I need to get a pattern for a bigger bag, so it fits your presidents.
This is the. You're gonna have to forgive me. My brain is out.
We need coffee, but it's.
We do not.
5:20, so
I've
we
had
get up all
2
night.
cups of coffee. I
Same.
love this. Look how pretty that is.
Oh,
I did finish Martha, but I wanted to I wanted to show them that I am stitching Early Americans, Little House Needleworks, and I just started Paul Revere. Which, look at how big his house is. Doesn't he really need just like trees and a pony or something?
Facts.
Isn't he just out there screaming?
He's not even the one that actually did it historically.
But I'm saying, why does he need a log bench?
Oh.
You know, wasn't he outdoors?
Yes.
But anyway, it's going to be beautiful. This is on Picture This Plus L. Oh, let me go ahead and show you where I'm at so far. And I'm just using the little square border that it came with. All of the called fors. Oh, look how pretty. That's why I can't quit stitching.
How many, because that's a block
There's
series,
9.
right? There's 9.
Yeah. And this is where I'm at with Paul Revere's huge cabin.
I know, Martha's house was pretty big too.
I know. I was like, whew, George was really the man, wasn't he? I'm a fan of John Hancock's house.
Mm-hmm.
Or shelter, I don't know.
Yeah.
So isn't that so pretty?
I love it. I love those colors. That's perfect on that L.
L, Picture This Plus L. 28 count Lugana. If I don't mention the count, it's because I very rarely stitch on anything other than 28.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not 28, then I will let you know. This is the Quilted Witch.
I love this
Lori
one
Holt BMI bonnet. I bought this on Fat Quarter Shop. And I changed the colors. You want to hold this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that in the description, my colors. I can't tell you exactly where anything's going because I just pick them up as I go. So this is mine.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, like, with that, the star. And I'm also making the witch green.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just changing. But I will. Several people have asked me for my color changes. So I'm going to put that below. And again, I can't tell you exactly where because I just pick a color and go.
Mm-hmm.
I was inspired when I was watching Deb of Country Cabin Stitchers. I can't quite remember. But she changed her colors. Now, I'm not using her exact same colors where she used her colors. But it just kind of inspired me to think outside of the box. And this is a Cricklewood Crossing.
I love
which
that,
if you've been to StitchCon, you might have seen me. It was like Black Friday. Fighting the people for a... Isn't that so cute?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would do all those. This is a Stitching with the Housewives, Chelsea and Priscilla. This fabric, Emma and I dyed petal pink with some coffee. I just have the printout. I don't have the...
You might be able to find it real quick.
But you can see where we we did it pink, and then I went back and just kind of dabbed some coffee on it. But I love this one. I love a vintage Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Every year I say I'm going to do more and more. You know what I want? I want one of those. I have one from Target, but it's small. Isn't that so cute?
It's going to be adorable.
I love it. But I want one of those. It's like 10 trees. You know about that little vintage one from Target that looks like the foil or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
But I want one that's like actually vintage.
Cool. I wonder where you'd find it. Maybe like one of the antique shops or something.
Oh,
like
we
that.
did go. We went to the antique shop and we bought stuff.
Yeah.
What
And we did see the toe tag.
Oh yeah, which we can't give away all of our secrets. What did I buy? Oh, he's downstairs. I bought the huge Halloween nutcracker. Okay. Emma still has energy. Maybe I'll get through my whips by the time you get it. And this is a dot goose. How cute is that? And I picked up my farmhouse Christmas. I was out of cherry cobbler, so I had to put this guy on the back burner, but my cherry cobbler came in. And I'm stitching this on ale because I'm a little bit of a Picture This Plus ale addict. Maybe I have to be addicted to something. So this is where I'm at overall. I have 5 completed, 2 more started, and really I just went down here because my cherry cobbler came in and I didn't want to move my cue stab. So here we are. But look how good these colors are on that. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to have this finished before Christmas because I need it framed and up. I don't have that much left. I think I can speed through this. But you know the funny thing is, you know how when you're, I don't know if you guys do this, but when you're stitching, if you listen to like an audiobook or watch something, well, I listen to trials. I'm a true crime gal. And so this now reminds me of Karen Reed 2.0 because we can just set them over here and I'll show them during the haul, you think? He's huge though.
Yes.
But anyway, so now that little farm reminds me of the Karen Reed truck.
I get the same way if I stitch something while I'm watching something
Yeah,
or listening
that's
to
what I'm
something.
saying.
I'll look back on it and be like, huh.
This is Plum Street Samplers American Welcome. Scrappy Cindy Chick had asked myself and several ladies if we wanted to do a stitch along, and of course I did. Oh, I gotta tell you something about this. So I picked it up. It was my whip go. They had we had it all neatly separated out when we were doing the SAL, and I was planning to stick with the schedule. So that was a super easy way. If you want to screenshot it, I'll get out of it, to separate them. But these are mostly in color and cotton. This is Relic. I want to say Regis.
Oh,
Regis and Kelly. I do love some Regis. Or I loved some Regis. So this is where I'm at.
That is so
How pretty. And this is 1/1. And like I said, this is Picture This Plus Relic, but with all Picture This Plus, like I said, I do 28, but you get shrinkage. And I've measured some of them as small as like 35. They tell you that it does. But this blue is beautiful. And it is color and cotton hunter. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a really hard time finding color and cotton these days.
Yeah.
And so I told Emma I'm down to like 1 strand. Like 1 6 strand.
That could be enough.
That's not gonna be enough. But when I was looking through my stuff yesterday, I found I had some more.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I ended up having
I was
it.
wondering, maybe you fully kitted it up. Like sometimes when you get the kit, it'll say like.
Well,
you need
I've used the
strands
hunter
or-
on something else, but I had some left over there in my floss, so I must have used it for another project. So yeah, this one is super fun. So I finished I added in the We Honor and the WH on the bottom, Bless 1/1, the fish, part of the red house, and then I added in that vine and the lettering at the top that I have. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. And like I said, Scrappy Cindy, she also has I need to find the link. She has an Etsy shop and she sells these amazing project folders.
I brought mine.
She is on vacation, so she is currently, her shop I saw, because I was looking like 2 days ago, her shop is currently closed while she's on vacay, but when it opens, Cindy, I'm there, because I need some more of these for now that we're doing all our retreats.
Yep. I know this will be the first time we've done 2 retreats in a year. That's
I know, we haven't.
And it's
Did we
close
tell them
by.
already?
Yes.
We did?
The Boo-tacular.
We're so chatty. So there is that. I think those were my whips for the last week and a half.
Nice.
Oh, I can't put that on that second and we'll take it. It's not my first day with her. She thinks because I'm tired. Oh no, I have another whip.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. I love this one. I love this fabric.
These are the Lizzie Kate Jingles series, and I have the whole series. The back here shows you the whole series. I really was going to paint my nails. And now I'm back to looking like the Crypt Keeper again. Just because we were busy and I broke 2 of them.
I break mine, so I need to switch my vitamins.
But I finished the Halloween tingles. And now I don't know why I haven't finished this one yet. So I picked it up. And I'm doing mine on Picture This Plus Mint. Where'd that come from?
Probably the American style.
I'm probably gonna need that. So here we are. Lizzie Kate, Deck the Halls, and I finished that one. But you can see, the funny thing is when I held this pattern to it, because I think all the patterns are different. Yeah, the front of them look different. They all have like a different color background. But when I put this up there, I was like, that is literally the same. But I love it. And Lizzie Kate will forever be one of my very favorites. And I hope to continue. I have so many Lizzie Kates that I have tucked away, and I hope just to continue to stitch them. I will never get tired of them, and then I will never be old or out of date like me.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so I think that's it. I did have a fully finish.
So that?
Well, it's a finish. It's not a fully finish. Did you show yours?
I haven't showed this one or this one. This one we
You could
finished.
Yeah.
Like, this was finished like mid-March because it was a gift for my youngest sister. We share a love of cryptids. So the Witchy Stitcher has a cryptid stitch along, but I've been stitching them individually so they could be like trading cards or whatnot. And she wanted the Jersey Devil. So we stitched that. Luckily, it was a lot of 310 because I stitched this in like 2 days.
I had bought this little piece at Hobby Lobby a long time ago because it was made to go this way because it had the little wire hanger in it. So we just took it out.
I thought it looked really nice.
Yep. So we did that one. I don't
And
know, are you gonna?
This one, it's a Lizzie Kate. I don't have the pattern, like the actual what it looks like.
Yeah. That's okay. It looks just like that.
Yeah. And so I'm stitching it on Ron White dot 32 count linen that I got from the Stitching Kitten.
I love it. She's trying to hide the.
And so it's
The
birthday
recipient.
blessings. Yep. And I did all the called for except for instead of 712 because it was supposed to be an off-white for the icing. I just did the DMC Blanc, and then instead of the 3685, I just did 3688.
That looks so good, Emma.
Thank you. I thought it would be fun.
And we're gonna
on
finish it.
dots. Yep. We'll fully finish
Yep.
that. And
I just had an FO because I did not fully finish it. I thought I would, but I did not because we just decided to move the house around instead. This is Hands on Design, and it is strawberries and mint. It's the French kitchen. And I finished this one. This was a quick finish. I have all of them, so I will move on to the next. This is Vellum, Picture This Plus. And how cute
wow.
is that? Her
is super
detail
pretty.
is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
I love that bird. So this, and then when this series first came out, Fire Poppies was our LNS, and they were still open. They're closing out. And she had offered the boards as well.
Oh.
And so I went ahead and bought a board so I can swap them out. You can see it is on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have no excuse not to just finish it. I use all of her call fors because you know how when you stitch, I appreciate and love so many designers, but you know some that just always put stuff out that is you.
Mm-hmm.
It's your colors, it's your style. Well, that would be Kathy Haberman. Everything she does, I'm like, that. How does she know that that matches my house? So I absolutely love it. I'm going to try to finish that before we come back to you next week. And then I think that's it. I brought my whip go for next month because Jessie Marie does stuff. She drew the whip go numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you draw yours? Are you
I did not bring them. I'll bring them next time. Hopefully with some stitches in them.
Which this is going to be interesting for May because, of course, Emma and I do nothing else. So we decided to join again Stitch Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And I've crashed and burned every single year.
See, I skipped it last year. I was like, not even going to try, but this year.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to fit these in with the Stitch Mania. If you're not familiar, well, no, let me show you this and then we'll get to that. Let's go jump around. And I'm in that mood to just jump around. One Nation, Bygone Stitches. And it looks like this will be making its journey to StitchCon with me again.
Oh, goodness. Are you going to get any stitches in it?
Which I said when I was there last time. I could have easily, see these stars are what does me in. I'm like, I could have easily passed this around to every table and got the stars done.
You did the math. It's what, 27
Takes me
per star?
like 24, 27 minutes to do one of the stars with the blue and the white.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is on L. Picture this plus. I'm so close to my stars.
You are really
now.
close on that.
Because that is the end of the stars right there.
Mm-hmm.
So there I am. So that is going to be my goal for this month, is to finish the stars.
I think that's a good goal.
Maybe that way if I take it back to StitchCon, I won't get in trouble again. Because when I get to StitchCon, I love to watch people.
Mm-hmm.
And to talk to people. And I don't get that much stitching done. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is, you'll see right before the states, you can see these little like stars.
Mm-hmm.
The state that my husband and I were born in, we were born in separate states, separate coast even. I'm going to put a gold, I think I'll use like Krynick to symbolize, and then every state that we were stationed.
I love that.
Like military, and then I decided to also include, because it's a family, hopefully heirloom, they'll just have to fight over it when I'm gone. But also, like anywhere that we vacationed, like that was super special, which really for us was Hawaii and Alaska that we went to. So maybe those I can't decide, or maybe I'll just stick with, because I could still go on vacation. So maybe I just need to stick with where we were born and the states that the United States Navy sent us to live.
I like that.
For 30 years. So, but I think that once I can get to the letters, I'm going to scoot right on through, Emma.
Right.
And this bag is Stitch in Peace. And it is a large bag. She is on Etsy, and her prices are extremely reasonable for a huge bag.
Because Stitch in Peace also does the retreat mats, right? So I was going through kind of brainstorming for packing for StitchCon and what I'm going to bring, and I made sure to include that.
It was brainstorming. We better watch out. She'll get all the things done. She will. And this is my second whip go. We're still talking about whip go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was a collaboration between, it's Baltimore Ink Circles Cherrywood Design, a Baltimore album quilt inspired collaboration. And so this is the side that I've started on. Ink Circles. And I just love the design. Like, I have nothing, I've never even been to Baltimore. But maybe that's just the name of the, I'm not a quilter, so maybe that's just what they call that. I don't know. I just thought this was cute, so I picked it up. And this is on Picture This Plus Valor. 28 count, and that's as far as I am. But you can kind of see the bat. And really, that looks like easy going for a minute with the bat, because look how easy that border is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what they stitched it on, but I'm sure I changed it. If I know me, we could have been prepared. Oh, they stitched it on parchment. I have some parchment, but I decided to go with Valor, and that's where I'm at. So I do not expect to get it finished. I just expect to hopefully get a bat, because like I said, we're doing Stitch Mania. We're going to be manic.
We'll see how long that lasts.
It's going to last every day.
Okay.
So what do you want to do haul first?
Oh, yeah.
You have any haul?
For sure. I do.
All right.
I have some haul from
getting
you.
Right. What?
You gave me 2 times. A while ago. This is like, you gave me
Oh, you
March.
said for me.
Oh. That'll be next
Oh,
time.
that's okay.
So these two, this first one is the Blue Flower Night Walked Down.
I thought that looked
Which
like
I
Emma.
love the blue flower.
I do too, but this pattern in particular just thought you needed it.
And then this one is Barbara Anna Designs Something Wicked.
Another one Emma needs.
Yes. So I thought those were super cute. I just need to decide what I'm going to stitch them on. And then, oh, these are, well, these were technically from you as well, because you had doubles.
Did you have those though?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
These are the ones, I had part of the series, but not the specific.
Right, because we gave those to Sarah, right?
Yep.
My daughter-in-law is a stitcher.
And so this one is Hands-On Design to the Beach is the series, and this one is Flock Together.
And I have that whole entire series.
I've got like,
and I have it kitted up. First of all, the colors aren't very reflective in that. What they actually are, they are. I mean, that's pretty, but the colors are absolutely beautiful. But I have all of them, and it's a ton of them, and I can't decide. Because if you stitch them separately, that's a lot of frames. Because there are like maybe 9. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. So I just can't decide. But if you stitch them all together, that's like
a huge piece.
It's like a tapestry. So I really can't decide what I'm doing with that.
You decide what I'm going to do, because I want to stitch those.
For sure.
And then the next one is Hands-On Design Cool Beans. And this is Go Your Own Way.
I have that whole series too.
I love this.
I
love the
it.
border.
You have some of them, don't you?
Yep. I've got like 3 or 4 of them, I think.
Yeah.
So
I would love to have those. Can you imagine in the kitchen?
I know. It'd be so cute. Next to my Nespresso.
Yeah.
And then this next part of the haul is from More Than Needlepoint. It was $10.
What?
Yep.
Oh, where we were at.
Yep.
Emma was buying stuff behind my back.
I mean, for $10 for a project bag. So I thought this was
so
super cute. And
so that was the store in North Carolina, and I think it's still in Southern Pines.
Yep. So I thought that was super cute. I like the fabric. I thought it was fun for sewing and stitching.
So cute, Emma.
And then they had a baby bib.
Oh.
So got that.
Always getting the bibs.
And then Lizzie Kate Thinks Summer, which I might kit this up and add this to Maynia.
Did they have that?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you at? Where was I when you were doing your thing?
You showed me all of these. You're like, pew, pew, pew.
I'm going to show you my haul from there. Are you finished?
No, ma'am. I'm just.
But with your haul from that store.
Oh, from the store, yep.
Yeah.
And then I've
so
got.
I'll go ahead and show you my massive haul.
Yes.
From, what's the name of it again?
More like a needlepoint. Oh.
How pretty is that?
That's beautiful. I
That
didn't
needle
see that.
minder. It was at the checkout.
I love that.
Because I just got this.
He's
They had
pretty.
Weeks. So I just bought Weeks Dye Works. And then, like, no rhyme, no reason to the Weeks I bought. And then I bought Sarah a gift that I gave her. And that was it. So where else did you go shopping, Emma?
The Witchy Stitcher.
Always. She just has you on, like, speed send.
Yes.
She's like,
I just love the way she packages her things too. Because not only that, I'm gonna try not to spill it, but she
don't spill it.
Little ghost confetti. It reminds me of how you always did your
when they
cards.
were little, and I've always loved to craft, and I had a house full of children. And so I tried, everything I did was like a little extra, if you can imagine. And so I always sent cards for Christmas, whatever, but in my cards that I would send to my friends, I always put confetti. So it was like a little party when it showed up. Some liked it, some not so much, because that stuff gets everywhere. But when they were little, confetti was a large part of our life. So
especially birthdays.
I love that.
And
I love it. Good job, Witchy Stitcher.
And then she also just has extras, little stickers for logo. And then this is actually from one of her patterns.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
And then just a little thank you.
Oh, thank you to my returning customer.
Yes.
And McKay.
More ghost confetti. I'm trying not to spill it everywhere.
That's okay. I love ghost confetti. Spill it everywhere, Emma.
And so I bought this kit. It is a little witch sampler, but it is in the neon. It reminds me of like the Lisa Frank. You remember like all the lunch boxes and binders and stuff in elementary school? So I really thought that would be cute because it was like spooky but also colorful. And then it's a 28 count linen is what I'm going to stitch on. So
what's in there? Just the linen?
It is the linen, the pattern, and then also the floss. I believe it's just DMC.
Did you show these?
Nope.
Okay.
Which this is kind of the reason I was going. This is the red for it, so I thought that was
DMC?
Fun. Yes.
And she already put some on little cards for you.
All
she thinks that we're so much more organized than we are.
And a gold needle so you don't lose it on the fabric.
Or the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually our preferred place to lose them. Yes. Oh, Emma, I love that.
Thank you. And then these were the needles I got. They're the pony black needles. I got a tapestry and a Chanel. But I thought these were spooky because instead of just the metal, they're black.
And they are almost impossible to find when you drop them into the rug.
Yes, but we did find it because it was on me.
We had to find it. We had a toddler.
We're like, there can't be a
so there was no needles and needle minders. They all have to go.
It was a false alarm. I know, I put all my needle minders up. She's not even, I mean, she's getting close to crying.
Yeah, there's no reason to even have them around because magnets are such a hazard for little ones.
So I put them
But I told Emma, I think those like bookmark magnets.
I'm gonna get some of those because I think that would be good because it's,
I mean, I've had things stick to them before.
Yeah.
Right, because it's like a flap magnet, not these little things.
And that was my haul.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
I did some shopping on Stash Unload. Did you join Stash Unload?
I need to find it.
So, a seller was selling Glendon Place Halloween wishes. And I'm always a sucker for when they have the floss included.
Oh, yes.
So this, obviously it had been kitted up from Glendon Place. Look at these.
I love those colors for that because they're bright yet still Halloweeny, and the red with it too.
I got that on Stash Unload. I think it's the Stash Unload. There's several. I think it's the Stash Unload cross stitch though.
Is this through Facebook or
Facebook?
Okay.
Which is the only time I use Facebook is it's strictly for the cross stitch stuff. So if anybody tries to friend me on there, I'm not rude. I just don't chat. Yeah, I don't. All I do are the groups, like Stitching with Housewives, Primrose Cottage. You know, those kind of like cross stitch group. I am on a Hobby Lobby group, but I don't. You can always find me on Instagram, and my profile is wide open. Emma made me this. I picked out the fabric at Hobby Lobby and the zipper.
It's getting neater each time. There's just one little corner. I was like, because it was a little.
So now we've got a system down. I find the fabric and Emma makes me a bag. So I have 2 more bags.
Yep, the
at least 2 more bags.
And the Americana, which
I got more.
Hopefully going to cut the fabric for this week.
I just put this here to remind me, but Emma said we already told you that we're going to the
Boo-tacular Stitch and Kitten retreat
in Irmo. And I think that they may have some. I haven't seen that it's closed yet. So.
Oh yeah, I like to sign up.
And I am on that group too because they have a group. So. I bought half a yard of Heroic Picture This Plus from 123 because I'm getting ready to stitch patriotic like I don't have any.
I might add this to my 123 stitch wish list.
See the blue and the red.
That is so cute. It's perfect for patriotic.
Yes, I've stitched a lot of patriotic on it. So, like I said, I picked up half a yard. I was telling a girlfriend, I was like, I better get that before
it goes.
Before this starts. This is Country Cottage Needleworks. I don't know how I didn't have this one and how I hadn't stitched it. This is Land of Liberty. And I'm going to take these and put them right into my whip go. No, Stitch Mania
I knew what
bag. Oh, I know. I broke my wedding ring. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a complete break. So I've got to take that to the jeweler because I keep scratching it. I found this, and how cute is this? I love Silver Creek samplers, and this is Independence.
I love this one. The ants are so cute.
Independence. So that's going to be fast. It says 28 count is 6 by 3 3/8. And like I said, Picture This Plus runs a little. Look at that broken nail. I do look like the ID channel nails again.
Oh no.
This morning I was like, I'm going to paint them.
You were busy.
No. Oh, I got more of my favorite Bowen 26. Why do I feel a little shaky? Dehydration? No. And then I just bought some floss. No rhyme, no reason. I just knew it was some of my favorite colors. And so I got bamboo because I realized I could use DMC, whatever, but I still love.
I like the bamboo. It's very bright, like the bright white.
I did get bean sprout because that's my favorite green for. That looks way greener than what it is. And then clay pot because I was out. And then ribbon red because yes please. That looks like 666. Which is DMC. I'm not,
I always, when I'm vomiting, then I put a sad face next to the number.
Okay. I bought at one of our Hobby Lobby trips, I bought some Artiste Even Weave 28 count. And it's just ivory because I'm going to coffee tea dye.
I was going to say, when are we going to dye some more fabric?
I'm just going to coffee tea dye that.
Oh, not for you.
Just for some of my Maynia. Did you bring any Maynia?
I did. I had some plans.
Well, let's talk about Maynia. Maynia started a long time ago. I want to say it was at least 8 years ago. I was on a cross stitch group, which is defunct. Is that how you say it? Defunct. When it's old, when it's over. Who knows? I'm tired, but you guys know what I'm saying. And so there was really not YouTube, and I was on a cross stitch group, and we would do like stitch alongs, we would do swaps, we would do all kinds of things. Back then I stitched mostly Mirabilia, which is no rhyme nor reason. I mean, it doesn't matter to the store. Well, then Stitch Mania was started by a FlossTuber. I believe it was 2 FlossTubers, and they had a page for it, which the Facebook page is gone, and I don't think they do FlossTube anymore. But the premise of Stitch Mania is, of course, it's in May, so Maynia is Maynia, and you stitch. I mean, everyone's made their own rules now, but originally it started in basically just a new start every day for the month of May. So it's like 31 starts. So I've tried it in the past, and I feel like now I have a much better plan. I think I only picked out 19 of mine last night because I was up so late. At one point, my husband was like, "What are you doing?" Because he was telling him, he's like, she was up and upstairs, downstairs. Because, I started going through my stuff. Because I'm over 50, and what else do we do at 2 a.m. but kit stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I picked out 19 things, which still leaves me with 12 to go because there's 31 days, which some of those I already know will be roundabouts, housewives, because I have all the Halloween done. I want to get the fall, and I want to get the football ones done for my fall trees. So that'll probably be most of that last 12, but these are the ones that I picked at like 2 or 3 a.m. this morning. So I'll be surprised what I picked.
I picked like 7, I think, first week.
Oh, wow.
We'll see. So this first one is, which my husband got this for me for my birthday. It's the Witchy Stitcher, and it's Salem Remembered. I feel really, like, I like learning about, like, Salem and the witch trials. Like, it's just something that's interesting to me because I just think it's such a,
you have to say a prayer if you do DMC 666, but you want to study witches.
Well, the trial, the whole premise of it was just
horrifying.
Interesting. It's horrific, but just how everyone could just follow along.
I have
and be
that
okay with it
that book, the Bill O'Reilly, the witch, Salem Witch Trials.
I watched
Salem Witch. Which that estate sale, I actually got some more of mine. I love he does this Killing President series, which just goes through. Well, he also has a president's book that I like, but it goes through like their presidency, and anybody that knows me knows I'm really a history buff. And so, but I picked up 2 of those at that estate sale. Remember?
Oh yeah,
super cheap because we went the last day.
Yep. And I have found a magazine, the Wooden Rack. I should have brought that because now I do that for my whips. That magazine,
like I do, just a magazine rack. I found mine at Goodwill. I think I put a picture of it on Instagram a long time ago. Yeah, and you're like, these just fit so nice in there. You've got it downstairs or in a different space. Yeah. But okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to
you're good. I was gonna say I can't decide what fabric I want to stitch it on because I have this. It's Picture This Plus Nocturne in 14 count Aida. Which I've got all the colors except for 310. I need to find my 310. So I was thinking about doing it on that or doing it, we hand dyed some fabric that I thought might work. And doing it on, I'm just going to switch. I can't do both.
Is that other piece big enough though?
Yeah, I folded it up twice. So it's going to be.
Oh yeah, okay, because it's a list. I really like that.
I thought this one was a good
What'd you do with the other 2 pieces?
This was like I stitched a small, like a poinsettia, and so it was just a cut up white piece before we dyed it. I have another one in there too.
Poinsettia, and we know it, but we have called it since she was young. Poinsettia, because it's fancy and
let's just have it now.
We just felt fancy.
Yeah.
But people always are like, it's poinsettia.
Like we know.
Also, we call pneumonia panoni, so.
Is what it is. This next one, and I've been wanting to start these for so long.
That's a bunch of starts. Did you count all those separate? Okay, good.
The Pedal Pusher, it's the Beach Day series. The name gets me. It's Hang 10 Heifer. This is the first.
It has a border.
Yes. Okay. I was gonna show, this is it fully finished. So you got all the little animals. So I'm gonna stitch this as one piece versus the ornaments. But there's 5 animals?
There's a crustacean.
Yep. And so we've got, I believe that's the sheep, correct? Yep. And then we've got patrolling poultry. I love these names.
Do they all have a crab?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So. And then sandy swine.
I love that.
And scuba stallion. So I thought that was so cute. It's just so
They all have that crab on it. They are so cute. We were watching Jeopardy the other night. You guys watch Jeopardy? And it was rhyme time. And so they give you, you've got to have 2 words that rhyme. And it was like a crustacean, and one was like a criminal or whatever. And so Dad and your sister were like crab, crab, crab. And I was like, lobster, mobster.
Oh,
and I got it.
That's a good. That reminds me of another pattern I have. Maybe I'll add that to Maynia. Yeah, it's literally called lobster mobster.
Mobster. I love that.
And I have this kitted up, at least one of them, but I can't decide if I want to do it. This is just DMC.
That's the blue I gave you because I was going to do that large. Ooh, that one.
Dyed.
This one?
The dyed one. Because we dyed this as well, so I thought that would be
We were really
fun.
killing it that time, weren't we? I have these in the Christmas version and the Halloween.
Which I think some of the Halloween. I've got like 3 out of 5 of the Halloween.
Every time we went to StitchCon, I would get some because I didn't think I had the whole one, and I ended up with the whole and a half.
And
that
then...
no, this is mine. Okay, got it.
This next one, which I've been wanting to start this for a while too, it's Practical Magic. I accidentally printed this twice, so... It is by The Primitive Hair.
And that is one of our favorite movies. We've watched it since Emma was young, not little, but a teenager. And Emma's a brunette, but my oldest daughter, her older sister, is a redhead. And so Emma always loved that movie because she said it was them, even though her sister begged to agree.
She's like, "What are you trying to say?
We're not witches." And Emma was like, "It's us."
And I'm gonna try to show this. We picked out the fabric. I hope she has a girl that's a redhead, so her and Sophia could be like a Practical Magic.
Oh, okay. Emma's making people be Practical Magic.
It's such a good movie. I cannot show all of these.
Okay.
Let's see. I should have put
this
them on
side has some good. You can really see the variation.
And then it's just all the called for colors.
This is perfect.
I don't know if I should. How I should. I'm gonna put it on a ring for next time.
Are you?
Maybe.
Let's see. We'll take that ring right off.
And then something I really like is you could also get, there's pins that go in the pattern. So we've got an elixir, a cauldron, and a little voodoo doll. And then this needle minder, I'm afraid to use it because I'm afraid the crystal ball is going to break. But how
break that up
cool is that? I think I might just do it more so for show. But
who are you showing?
Myself.
Oh, got it.
Beautiful. I love that needle minder. I'm just afraid to break it. So,
or it's not a needle minder, it's a scissor fob.
That's what I meant, scissor fob.
That's what you meant. You see, it has that thing would just be clinging up against your...
Maybe once it's finished, I'll have it like somehow in the finish, like clipped on something.
I was thinking about scissors earlier because, you know, I always get them, they're...
the Ginger?
Ginger. The gold stork scissors. Love those, tried and true, I've had them forever. Well, I gifted some friends those little Kohana snips, the little ones. When we did little stitching kits for them and put those in there. And now so many people talk about the Kohana scissors.
Oh, interesting. I haven't looked.
So I can't decide if I want a pair just because I don't like any of the other storks. They're always Ginger storks. They are like my jam.
Go-to,
So I don't know if I should spring for Kohana because I'm not sure I'll love them the same. I think I just like everything about the Ginger. I mean, they have that nice, sharp, skinny edge, and the Kohanas don't. But I thought about getting some snips just to see because our friends that we gifted them to love them.
Which maybe you could always get it, and then if you don't like it as much, use it as like a travel pair. Like if you're going somewhere, have it like.
But they're kind of expensive just to be traveling. That's what I'm saying. See, I don't like to change things because when I love it. Like I feel like if I buy them, I'm just gonna wish I had 2 pairs of Gingers.
Well, then maybe we can.
I think I'm just gonna get Gingers.
Just get those.
I think I'm just
gonna
get 2 pairs of Gingers. I think I'm just gonna get Gingers because I'm afraid I won't. They also look bigger. The Gingers are just small. They're cute because they're little storks. So I don't know why I just thought that out for you guys, but
I would try it. I'd still get them.
Maybe we'll try the snips and see.
Yeah.
See, I like small.
I might have some, the ones that we could. I think I have them in my kit.
No, I bought them separate. Remember the Kohana that had the leather?
Oh,
just
yep.
Just for some of our StitchCon biffles. So I don't know.
Try the Kohana.
Might try some snips and see if it's everything you guys are telling me.
Might be. I'd try.
Okay. We're slowing down.
This next one
Here we go.
Is it's Queenstown Sampler Designs, the Queenstown Blue Crab. I love this one. The only reason I haven't started is because I'm not sure what I should stitch on. Oh, look at me go. This is on a ring, so it'll be easier to show the colors.
Look at the colors. Oh, and there's a ruby hair She has a long-haired Dotson, so
her hair gets everywhere.
Specialty fibers are often included with
And
us.
so I bought, this is Relic to stitch it on because I thought it looked sandy, but I just don't know with these colors.
Yes.
You think?
Yes.
I like the variation.
Relic is my favorite
like a good
summer
fabric. So I
I
thought that
love
would be
it.
good.
I do a lot of my
I'll
summer
put
stuff.
it up.
Like Clouds Factory Presidents is on Relic.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
You better
Well,
take
I'm
that
gonna
and
use
stitch
it.
a crab while you're gone.
I'm gonna hopefully stitch
I'm not.
this.
I think I'm gonna put some Motrin cream on my knee.
Whatever.
Why am I not 34?
I think you just relax, get some stitching done with the Motrin on your knee, and be good to go. This next one it's the Cross My Heart Ink Baby Bibs. And so far I've made this
So cute.
for both nephews. I've made a bib, but I've not made one for Sophia.
And now there's another baby on the
I
way.
know, so I'm definitely 2 behind. So I'm like,
Sophia, and then the next grandbaby.
I just need to
that
wait to
she's due in
see
July.
if it's a boy or a girl. But then they will get a bib.
I would guess, but I don't know. I'm not a baby guesser. Some people can guess it right every time.
So far, I've guessed both the nephews
I guessed
right.
nothing
I did not
right.
guess Sophia right though. So I'm gonna stitch a little chick because Sophia's my little chick. And then for the boys, I stitched.
It should say.
on the back.
It should just say Mimi's girl.
I know. I bet I could make one. I've got so
She's
many
Mimi's
bibs.
best friend.
And so this is which few people that watch FlossTubes are so sweet
fact,
to
I think
send
all of
me.
them
I've got
should
like
say
3
that.
of these now.
I'm interrupting, but I think all of them should say that. Mimi's
I will
girls,
stitch away.
Mimi's boys.
Just do, instead of mamas or something like on the pattern.
Cross it out. Mimi.
Like, it's all
I can't help they're all so sweet.
They are. So
And you got to drive a big car for you around here too, because I send them home with some toys.
Our little Chevy Cruze were like squished on the windows. She had a full size.
I was like, she needs a high chair,
a doll
and
high
an
chair.
oven. She's 7 months old. She needs this oven.
But it is amazing.
It's my job,
so
right?
blessed.
We have so much fun.
And then this one was one you gave me for my birthday. I've got a few of these, and I'm gonna add to Maynia too. This was just one I picked out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So,
Just to get a little start on.
the smaller ones. This is the Valentine's Day Alphabet by Primrose Cottage.
I love it. I love Primrose. They come on they do a live every Thursday.
There's the floss. I don't have the fabric.
And they
to
are
put
like
yet.
the happiest gals. I mean, they're like any, they have lives and ups and downs. And I just like that when they're sisters and when they're all together and they cry sometimes and they laugh sometimes. And I love spending Thursdays with them. They are so fun. What, you took the rest of them out? The Valentines?
Yep, I was so I'd kitted
you're
this
separating.
up, like got the fabric and separated. I'm gonna add. This was just
You
like
didn't
the
do
first
that when you were up with
week.
Sophie?
No.
Sophie
when I was up with
knew.
Sophie, I was like, go to sleep.
She sleeps through the night. She's like
She
the
does.
sweetest. I love it if someone's like, "Oh, something's wrong with Sophia." It's because she like squeaked. She is such a easy,
We were blessed.
calm, sleep, sweetie baby.
But
last night
she was up. Like the first
she
time, even when she was a
knew-
newborn, she was not up at night like that.
She knew her Mimi was awake. She could feel it. So she was up about the time Mimi was up.
She popped her head up at like midnight, and I was
Till
like,
3.
"What is happening?"
So you should have just dropped her off because
Yep.
we would have kitted up some
Hey,
stuff
next
together.
time.
Okay, so my turn.
Yes.
I don't know. Like I said, this could be a surprise for all of us because
It was 2 a.m.
all the way to like 3:30.
Oh my goodness.
And finally, I was like, I was waking the dog up, so I was like, I gotta stop. I bought this when we did the what's the online retreat that we did?
Jingle Ball.
Jingle
That was
Ball.
so much fun.
Hands-on design,
Okay.
Kathy Haberman. Let It Snow. Do you see this little plate?
Mm-hmm.
It's not part of the thing. She just had the plate, but I have it in my cart. I found one online.
Oh.
Because I thought that was such a cute way to display it. Like I said, most everything she does, I'm like, I have these things. I have these pieces because we have a lot in common. She doesn't realize it yet. But anyway, so I kitted that. She sold the whole kit on the Jingle Ball. So I bought it all, which was the pattern. I've opened it. So it was like the finishing.
Oh wow, it's even
the
got
perforated paper for the little banner.
Mm-hmm.
The fabric. And then this ties across the middle of it.
Oh.
So what is the whole shebang? But it's just a teeny tiny bit of stitching.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to have that finished and fully finished in May. So I want you guys to hold me to it, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna lather myself up in that Motrin cream and be back at it by tomorrow. I kitted this one up at Jingle Ball. This is Heartstring Samplery, and it is Repeat the Sounding Joy. You knew I had to have that. And I bought the fabric, and I picked out my green, which was a limited edition. Limited edition gentle art sampler. So who knows what color that is, and you'll never be able to find it again. But I do buy their limited editions. I picked this one out. Okay, this is my theme with Stitch Mania. I'm trying to pick small pieces that I can finish. Like this is no time. That's like nothing to get it done, right? And then I've had this in my stash for a long time. Luminous Fiber Arts Gathering Honey. And this will be fast because it's only 76 by 76 and it's one color.
Oh,
and so I chose honeycomb.
Very fitting.
So I think again I can just sit down and have that done. So see, that's my theme. I was trying to go through and pick most of the smaller items that I had. Not all are small, but a lot are. So I haven't kitted up yet because it was 3:30 and I knew my husband was probably sick and tired of me getting my up. This is a classic haunt. Hands-on design. And look how small that is. 69 by 69. So, I don't have any of the pieces for that yet. I picked up these because I want to put these on those little skinny trees that I bought for my room last year.
Oh, yeah.
Not the ones I gave your
trees.
sister.
No.
That was a whole tree fiasco. It wasn't really a fiasco, but I bought 3. Didn't like them. Gave them away. Bought 3 more that I do like. And I think these would be great on those. Make sure none of the patterns are showing. So these are the hands-on design White Christmas. And I've never stitched these.
I am surprised. That seems like so...
Because like I said, she's... Make sure I'm not going to show the patterns or she won't be my biffle when it comes time. So, I don't know... I'm counting this as 1 because I'm not sure I'll stitch more than 1
Oh, okay. Yeah,
at the time. And I'm not committing to starting 9 because I might not want to. But if I do, I do. And I'll count it. And I pulled fabric, which is ale, and floss. I saw that Priscilla Stitching with the Housewives had stitched these a long time ago. She added red. But I think since they're in my bedroom, I probably won't.
It's more like the wintry.
Yeah, it's not really like any red for Christmas. So my next one is Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle Holiday Hoopla Halloween. And again, I think I could finish that up in a day.
I have a lot of the Brenda Gervais patterns.
I do too.
I need to go through.
I have a lot of large ones, but I decided that mostly, this is something big that I wanted to start. This is 14 count, will be 23 by 10 inches. But I've had this forever, and it is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello by Liz Matthews. And I'm going to do it on green and pick out different colors. So... I just want to get a start on that. Most of them are small I can finish, but some I just wanted to get a start on.
Oh, yeah.
I love this. The Proper Stitcher Boo You.
Oh, my goodness.
And a friend gifted me this.
That's
and
so
I
cute.
love it. 84 by 84, so I don't think that'll take that long. But I at least want to get started. Are y'all keeping count? Because I'm not. This is Holiday Inn by Brenda Gervais, and I think I might could get a lot of this done because once again, it's my favorite kind of house. No walls.
I was just gonna say that it's like like in a dollhouse. You just see what's in the room. Yeah,
that's my favorite kind of stitchy house. Empty. So I'm gonna get a go on that. This one I've had for a minute. It didn't start, so I thought I'm not gonna finish this in a day, but I'm gonna start it. And this is Field Mouse Hollow by Brenda Gervais. I've stitched one of the Christmas ones with the mice, and I loved it. So I'm going to at least get that one started, and I did pull all of the called fors. So that's going to be beautiful. Do you mind sticking that back in there?
Of course.
This one I've had for a while, but for Christmas I got it kitted up, and it is Jabco. The Boys Are Back in Town.
Oh, this one's cute.
And if you look at it, there's not a ton of stitching. Only thing I have to order is this for the spider web. It's more like a rope kind of material, but I think Stitch and Kitten had it. So I was gonna order that, but I did get the floss for Christmas, and I got these are their little heads. Are you kidding me right now?
Is that just another button company or?
Yep.
Oh, they're so fun.
They're so cute. So I'm gonna start that, and I need to pick fabric though. Let's see. Oh, the tombstones, which I have the tombstones right over there. If you want to pick one, I dropped one.
Yeah,
So these are the tombstones by Kathy Barrett. And I never looked for the tombstones during Halloween because everyone said they were just impossible to find. So I went after Christmas, and they were sitting on a shelf. So
this was at Michael's?
Yes. So they have a good weight too.
Yeah.
So I bought them because I have behind the couch a bench. Yep. And so I thought one side will have the cross stitch on it, and one side would have that on it, so you know you can see it from both sides. But I dropped one and it broke on the corner.
Do you want me to show that one?
You can, but like with the side with the cross stitches on won't really show. Well, this one is different, so I have to do cross stitch. I don't know. I'll still do the cross stitch on this because I'll just put something on there.
Oh yeah, I see.
But
you can put something over that.
I know. So I think I'm gonna put just like some but see how this one is decorated on both sides. So if I have it up against a wall, then who cares?
Yeah, fact.
Right? Unless I find a new one this Halloween, because they do that sometimes. Michael's.
Oh yeah, we'll have the same or similar. I really like these. Some of Michael's decor, especially for Halloween, is so good.
But I broke this here. It fell off the shelf.
Where's the other piece?
It was like in 1,000 pieces.
Oh, I was saying
because it hit something else and just shattered. But I thought if I do it from here, no one knows. Because yeah, this has the decoration on both sides. But this one only has it on one side.
Oh, I didn't know.
So maybe I will do them up against the wall like that with the cross stitch, and you won't know. So please. Back over there, maybe we won't break them. So they look easy enough, right? So I'm gonna get those started, and I only pulled a few colors. Because I was gonna do it on murky, but those colors are murky.
Yeah.
So this one, which Emma and I were gonna do together last year, and I didn't even start it. Ink circles assembly required. Ink circles.
Yeah, I'll have to bring mine. I mean, I'm sure you'll catch up to me if you start this in Maynia.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to, I have it in my cart, Stitch and Kitten. I've got to place an order because I didn't have all the all the called fors, and I want to do them in the fancy floss.
Okay.
So I got this for Christmas from one of my daughters. Santa Claus, and it is Raise the Roof. How cute is that?
That's adorable.
If you're Gen X, I bet you hung clothes on the line like I did. She got me the buttons. Also, I have no strength now. Moved to bed 2 hours ago.
You just don't moving all the furniture and everything.
Today I'm opening paper or tonight.
Those buttons are cute.
Got me the buttons. And then these were the only fancy flosses that I had that went with it. And then I bought opalescent white.
Ooh, because that's going to look like snow, like the clothes are outside. That's so nice.
And do you know when we would put clothes outside, we only had a washer. And, which thank God for a washer, right? But we would put the clothes outside all the time, but it was so funny if your clothes were outside and it was super cold. I mean, I lived in North Carolina, so it didn't get like, it got cold, but you know, I wasn't like in North Dakota. Yeah. But it would feel like frozen almost, some of the stuff. But when you brought it in, it would thaw out, it would be dry.
Oh, wow.
So, but I remember your jeans would be like
starchy.
So crunchy. So anyway, Bent Creek. This is Stoneware Hilltops.
That little bag, I've never seen that before, the bag that it's in.
Because it was kitted up, but not, at least by the time I got it, not with the floss, just with the fabric, which is a natural. And I pulled 2 of the flosses. But I'll just pull those. So, again, patriotic, because I can never have enough. So I grabbed that because it's small. This one, because I've had it for a hot minute. Hands on Design, Botanical Bee, and I have a lot of this kind of like coastal pictures plus. So I'm gonna get started on Botanical Bee. And then while I was going through my bee stuff, I found a Lizzie Kate, Be Who You Are. Be who you are, say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
Oh, I love that.
And if that isn't the women I'm related to, they get it from their mother. Oh, and this is so cute. And I had 2 of the flosses, and Emma had the other one. But this is Delft Blues by Summer House Stitchworks. How cute is that?
That looks like it might be a quick one.
Yeah. So I have that one, and then I kind of put it to the side because I have several patriotic that I'm going to start. Maybe this is 19, maybe this is 28, I don't know. I'm going to add the 2 that I just bought to the pile. I think I'll finish this one. I do not think I will finish that one. But then these are the other ones I grabbed. This is Moo the Merrier for Freedom. I'm going to change the colors, but how cute is that cow?
That's adorable.
And I love patriotic. Then I hadn't done this one yet for some reason. Country Cottage, Star Spangled Garden. So I need that one. And then I'm back to my mouse with Maggie, Home on the Ridge. This is my next mouse. I don't know if she's joining me or not. Mouse's 4th of July ride. And I saw that this is Tiny Modernist, and she has the Canadian version as well, because I'm pretty sure that she is indeed Canadian. So I have that. So that may be
that was a lot.
52. It may be 19 because
maybe 19.
It was like 3 a.m. I wrote it down, but I don't know.
I'm doing a lot better about writing down my stitchy stuff. I have a little teacher.
I didn't write anything down for this whole week. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. We did go vintage shopping, which we found some scary stuff that we didn't buy. But one thing I found that I had to have, because everyone needs a Halloween Gigantor Nutcracker.
It's like half my size.
How cute is he? I had to.
I love it.
He had to come live with us.
I was trying to see where
How
his
could I
little
say no?
thing is.
We're not really cracking nuts.
No, but we could.
Yeah, we could. Here's
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's a little scary. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to put him holding like some kind of stitching.
I think that'd be cute.
But I think I may just put a stitching down here because clearly there was something.
Oh.
That was down there.
Didn't even see that.
But now it's just a scary needle sticking out. So I thought I could probably do some kind of stitching maybe at the bottom or a pumpkin or something, but I was like, how? Oh, he still has his thing.
Oh, the original tag. What
He's
was
a
it
bat
from?
party. I don't know. But I was like, He's got to go home with us.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I bought anything else at that store, though.
No, because I found like the Vera Bradley and the quilts, which I guess I'll bring the quilts to next time. I didn't think about it. It's in the wash. And then...
Anything else?
I found anything
I can't
else.
even remember what else we did.
Mm-mm.
We've had a family dinner.
Yeah.
Once.
Easter
And
dinner.
then... Well, maybe twice, but I mean...
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it last week because we had Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Then we sat outside most of Easter.
Yep,
Watched the little one. Yes, it was so sunny. We all got sun, which was good. We needed some vitamin D.
Yes.
And other than that, I don't know. But it's been an hour and 24 minutes. We're going to go find Sophie.
Yeah.
She's with her
She's on
papa and with her father.
Mm-hmm.
We've already eaten, so that's done. I'm going to go find some Motrin cream. And then I guess we will see you guys next Sunday. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. I'll remind you guys. Not remind you. I'm her mother. But I don't know.
We'll remember it by next week if it was important.
This week I'm going to stitch. I'm going to start Maynia because the first starts this week sometime, right? Gonna watch Karen Reed 2.0.
Oh yeah.
We watched that one day. My granddaughter loves to watch it as well.
She does.
So we're gonna do that. And other than that, who knows?
Yep. It'll be a surprise.
Surprise us all, Emma. But all right, we will see you guys next week. Thank you if you just stayed around. For us, we were a hot mess express today, weren't we? But we'll try to be less of a mess next time, but there's no promises.
Okay, no guarantees.
And hello to the grandbabies that are watching. Bye.
Bye.